The birthday dinner, man. So it's been trolling and floating around social media here for the past couple of days, and apparently this girl had a birthday dinner and invited 18 of her friends. So she expected for her man to pay for her 18 friends, and when he didn't, they ended up taking it to the parking lot and having like a discussion outside the restaurant about it.
Okay. Fucking 18 friends. That's a lot of friends to be having a party and expecting the motherfucker to pay.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, like,
unless you got it like that, you know what I'm saying?
For a birthday? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a lot of Skrilla to be coming off of.
Hey, if you got it like that, it don't matter if it's a birthday or bar mitzvah or whatever you want to call it.
I'm gonna tell you, unless I just rent out the room and get a private room, that's the only way I'm paying for 18 friends.
Okay.
If it was me in that situation, I would have acted like I had to take a phone call. I would have went took care of me and my girl bill.
You out of there.
And then I would have came back, and then I would have made up some excuse to make a move, or I got to make a play or something. And I would have said, "You straight, I'm gone."
Boy, if that was me, hey man, I would hope my girl already know that I ain't paying for all these people.
See, and shout out to the conversation beforehand, because I'm pretty sure he had that conversation like, "Hey, man, I got you for your birthday."
That's where you fucked up at. I got you. She figured, oh, you got me? And you got my friends. I already told you about.
But the thing about it is, I said I got you. That's clear communication. I got you for your birthday.
Yeah, man.
Man, shout out to the waiter that had to deal with them 18 people.
So what they got in an argument afterwards, or like what was the?
So I don't know if it was staged or not.
It was staged, bro.
I really feel like it was staged. After the baby mama, McDonald's baby mama. After that,
yeah,
nothing on the internet is real no more. Even though I already thought that, but after that, because I thought that joint was real for real.
Hey man, I was watching it. Matter of fact, I was watching a podcast with what it was, Math Hoffa.
Okay.
And he was talking about, everything is nothing is real. Like nothing is just organic anymore. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense that even with the arguments or the debates on if you should do this or that, like it's not organic.
Man, I think I might have seen that same interview, but it's like everybody's trying to go viral. And I think, going back to your word, organic and being authentic, sometimes it'll make its way through the crowd, through the noise.
Yeah.
But
it ain't go, yeah, you still got to pay. Man. That's what they were saying. You still got to pay. If you want to get to that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
With it being the entertainment business and social media just being an entertainment outlet, of course you gotta have to pay to play. So. But I'm still not paying for 18 friends. I'm still not doing that. I could be Kevin Hart, Jay-Z. I'm not paying for 18 friends.
Damn.
Because, again, unless these are 18 of my friends or are mutual friends that's been with me, was shooting with me in the gym.
Yeah.
Man, nah. Not 18. Oh, this my girlfriend. We met at the hair salon. Nah. We got to have some years in before I start paying for dinners like that.
Boy, that's like that's like throwing the fucking wedding.
Yes, dog.
Paying for everybody away.
Yes, I'm not doing that. And let's just say 18 people at $50 a head, that's $900. You gotta take into consideration that they gonna add the gratuity in because it's more than 6 people.
And you drinking.
Come on, and it's your girl, so you got a bottle. So you looking at a stack off rip.
You already know.
That's
more
crazy.
Than a stack.
Of course. And man, in the video, his homeboy was like, "Why should he have to pay for your 18 friends? He took care of your meal." Shout out to the homeboy.
Shout out to the
for the
homeboy.
keeping it real.
Shout out to keeping it real, man.
Facts. Facts.
Hey, man, if you don't know, man, it's the boy Coolest Coil right now with the Otherwise Guys podcast. Right now, I got my motherfucking dog right here.
Man, hey, man, it's your boy Ian McClin, a.k.a. Macaroni Tony, a.k.a. Fluffy Boy 88. The OnlyFans page might be coming if this shit don't work out.
You already got that shit jumping.
Hey, man, I already got the motto and everything. The motto for my page is, I'm not fat, I'm fluffed, and you fuck around with me, you get stuffed. Come
Hey
on.
man, I gotta work on my intro, man. I gotta make a better intro. Cause you got a good fucking intro, man.
Hey, man, you got it. All you just got to do is just tap in.
Yeah.
Like, cause we was talking about it earlier, eras.
Yeah.
And like, you just tap in with some of them names from them eras, and you got your intro.
Okay. I feel you on that. Throw them out there.
Yeah, cause
Okay.
I remember cameraman Mert was like, "Cool Phil."
Yeah.
Hey man, this your boy Cool Phil. You already know what the deal is. Or you know the deal. Something like that.
Okay, so put something to it.
Yeah.
Jazz it up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely do that, man. That's something I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Get the love, air horn, DJ, gunshots, all that, and get it all going, man. It's still at the trial and error phase right now. You know what I'm saying? We done switched up the look.
Yeah, man. We got to make sure we get it right eventually.
Yeah, man. Got
But y'all get this come with us on this ride and see the growth.
right along with us, Speaking of right along, what you been watching? Like,
Man, I try to keep the stuff that I watch kind of lighthearted because we got all the stuff that's going on in the world. You need some laughter, something light, not something that's not so heavy. But one of the shows that I'm messing with heavy is All American.
okay, what's that about?
So All American is a show about this dude from Crenshaw playing football and the adversities that come with him playing football. He ends up playing for a school in Beverly Hills. I don't want to get no spoilers, but
Is it like a documentary, like real life shit, or is it more
it's more like a scripted series.
Okay.
Almost like The Game,
Okay.
but it's like him.
White people.
No, it's black people. It's Crenshaw.
Okay.
It's straight hood.
Okay. I'm
Man.
just double checking, man.
But
Nobody
no,
did the girlfriends.
Hey man.
Turn that bitch into Sex in the City. You know what I'm saying?
Living single, you got friends. Come on.
Boy, Living Single was lit, boy.
Man, Living Single essentially got booted because Friends and Living Single had pretty much the same time slot.
Friends and Living Single came out around the same time?
Correct. Matter of
I
fact,
feel like Living Single came before.
so it's a small window. So Living Single was first, and I'm assuming some TV exec saw the show, liked the concept, and was like, "Hey, let's change the same concept. We're just gonna put both episodes, both series are shot in New York."
Damn, but I feel like Living Single looks more, how can I say? It looks more early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one looks more up to date.
I could be wrong, but what I'm saying is that the window, it's a time gap where both of them was on. I think Living Single might have been first. Matter of fact, if you think about it, Living Single, Regine and Khadijah them was on that first floor.
Okay.
Kyle and Overton lived on the second floor, but right across the hall from them.
Okay.
Friends, Rachel and the girls lived in the one on the. Matter of fact, it's the same side.
Okay, Bim. Living Single, 1993. Let me see what we got for Friends. Friends came out. Damn, 1990. Oh, wait. This the white Friends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not girlfriends.
Oh, I'm thinking girlfriend. Oh, so Friends.
Yes.
Wow.
So in my opinion.
No, you're right, because it says Friends, 1994, so a year later.
Yeah. So, and they didn't even switch it up. If you look at the setup, the girls lived on the right side, the guys lived on the left side. They weren't even creative in that particular standpoint. Both shows apparently took place in New York.
Wow, I thought you were talking about girlfriends, but damn, so they took the whole thing.
Yeah. And so pretty much
10 seasons.
Yeah. Pretty much kind of just budged them out the way.
Damn.
But All American is definitely a show that I would advise. It's on Netflix. You can binge watch. Man, I actually got rid of cable.
Yeah, I don't got. I'm Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, Amazon.
Yep.
When I want, like, it depends on what come on.
Mm-hmm.
I'ma cancel that one. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, shoot. With all those subscriptions, they still didn't add up to the bill that I had with Comcast.
Oh yeah.
Man, at first I was paying for like maybe like $180 for like all the channels.
Yeah.
And then once my contract was up and I was on that month-to-month basis,
Oh no, I been peep game.
bro.
I was Netflix all the way. Like I ain't even no cable.
Okay.
Day one, I'm like, get this.
Hey man, but like I got Amazon. I picked up Tubi and Peacock. Well,
Is Tubi free?
I believe so.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get that.
I picked up both of them when Baker's Union. Shout out to Jen and the MDS Entertainment family.
Great
Nah,
movie,
Ross.
great movie. Y'all gotta watch that.
Yeah, I picked them up for the movie, and then I ended up staying because right after with Peacock, right after that, Bella came on that.
Bella was nice. You think they gonna do another season with that?
I think if they
Because of
do,
Will Smith, you know.
hey, because of the slap situation.
Yeah.
I feel like they should because the show was what seemed to me was profitable. Everybody
Yeah.
was talking about it.
It was nice. It went kind of up slowly, and then it went all the way, and then it started slowly dropping to me because I felt like the characters, like, it was kind of like they was running out of stuff to do.
See,
You know what I mean?
and so
Even
I kind of
Uncle
feel you
Phil,
on
like,
that.
he motherfucking just quit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I really feel you on that one because like the first couple episodes, you got to get past the first episode.
Yeah.
Because the first episode, it was good, but I went into it with the wrong mindset,
Yeah.
thinking that it was gonna have some kind of correlation to the old show. Because
Oh no.
I was growing up
I
on
already
that.
knew that shit wasn't.
Man. But I like the fact that they twisted it to bring it more modern.
Everybody was twisted on that.
Hey man.
Hey man, if
Sheesh.
you ain't see the show, I don't know what the hell you doing. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey man, you've been taking care of your business. Shout out to people that's taking care of their business, but take some time.
shout out to hard workers.
Yes, shout out to all the hard workers. Shout out to the my Afro Latinos, Mexicans, all them Hispanics, stuff like that.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, I know. You know, I feel like you really messed my head up, man. Like, I cannot believe that they stole Living Single, because that shit was so raw to me.
Yeah, and the premise, dog. You got 6 friends. I think 6 friends living in New York, and just a day-to-day basis.
Shit. I don't know. Right now, I'm watching that Stranger Things, though. I'm on it. That's my top show right now.
Man, I sat and watched. I don't know what episode it was, but it was an episode where like
What season it is? What season? It depends on what season now, because it kind of go up and down too.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just give you the feel of the episode, and you might just be able to pick up where it was.
Yeah.
But the 2 people that worked at the fast food restaurant, they was locked up by the Russians.
So that's season 3.
Yeah, they was locked up by the
And
Russians.
mauled and shit.
And the heavyset kid and the girl had to break them out.
Yeah.
And they was hot. They was drugged up on something.
Yeah, that had to be like season 3.
Yeah.
But that shit was so long ago. I don't know how I remember that shit.
Man, I told you I like to keep it lighthearted.
Yeah.
But when that monster was coming through the forest, knocking down trees and shit.
Oh yeah. You had to get out of there.
Hey, I'm like, let's see how this play out.
Hey, a lot of Christians like do not watch Stranger Things is devil worshiping, because you know they got the Hellfire Club in there where they paying D&D.
Mm-hmm.
So they like, that ain't what we need to watch. Y'all make sure y'all follow Nerds Inc., the sponsor of the Other Wise Guys, at Nerds Inc. on Instagram. That's Nerds Inc. Tattoos, where art becomes life.
Welcome back to the Other Wise Guys podcast. You know,
Yes,
it's your
sir.
boy, Ian, a.k.a. Macaroni Tony, a.k.a. Fluffy Boy 88.
Hey, it's the boy Cool Core, a.k.a. we gonna get there.
Come on.
We gonna add more to it.
There we go.
I got y'all. What we were talking about, man? Where we left off at?
Stranger Things, and then the people not watching it.
Yeah, so the Christians, they don't want you to watch. They feel like it's you devil worshiping show because of the Hellfire D&D group.
Okay.
The same. If you watch the episode, the new season, they kind of go into that. Because back in the day when people were playing D&D, they felt those kids that were playing were like devil worshippers and shit.
I take it like this, and I might just have a different view from the old school Christians, but everything in moderation, man.
Okay.
Like, if you feel like you're not going to work because you binge watching Stranger Things, or you feel like you're not going to work because you playing Dungeons and Dragons or D&D,
yeah,
then that's taking priority. So everything in moderation, prioritize your life, man. And then, of course, young impressionable kids, you got to sit down and have them conversations with them about that.
For sure.
Because, man, like, my daughter likes watching Cocomelon.
Yeah.
And because my daughter is so advanced, like, Cocomelon kind of remediates her, or is remedial for her.
Okay.
So, like, my daughter can actually, like, talk about how she feels, what she wants. But I can always tell when she watches Cocomelon, because she always comes back and is like making sounds or whining.
She's
backtracking.
Okay.
So I feel like it's remedial for her. So I had to sit down and talk to her, and it was just like, hey, this is why we don't watch Cocomelon.
Okay.
Because you actually know how you feel. You can tell me how you feel. And then when you watch Cocomelon, you don't tell me how you feel, and you just
turn into a baby.
Yeah, you turn into a baby.
Yeah.
So, man, shout out to Cocomelon, but it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody, man.
So, just again, prioritizing them for young impressionable kids, man. Just sitting down having conversations.
Sure.
And stop letting TV raise your kids.
Who you telling? Shout out to all the kids that know how to tell people how they feel. That's a big thing. I feel like that's big.
Definitely shout out to the kids that can express how they feel. Shout out to the kids that can tell their parents how to use their iPads.
Oh.
And iPhones.
Okay.
We ain't talking about that.
Hey, so how do you think Christians feel about AI, artificial intelligence?
Man, I feel like
they think it's the devil.
Man, I'm gonna tell you because I was born and raised in church. I'm only 33. So I got some of the old school, the latter part of the old school, but I got new school too.
Yeah. And
I agree with both sides on certain standpoints. But when it comes to AI, a lot of the older Christians, seasoned Christians, are gonna say it's the sign of the times, Revelations, the whole nine. Which all that's true.
Everything the sign of the times.
Come on.
Man.
He's getting closer than he was yesterday.
Okay.
But I really feel like with my vision on AI, that AI is eventually going to take away jobs from actual people.
Not Allen Iverson for the people who listening.
Not the answer.
Yeah, we're talking about
artificial
intelligence.
Yeah, so like I don't even, unless I absolutely have to and I'm crunched for time, I don't use self-checkout.
Damn. Why you don't use self-checkout? I use it all the time.
It's twofold. One is because of the simple fact that it's, like I was saying before, taking away jobs from people, actual workers.
Okay.
Two,
you care about them?
I do, but I don't. Because, like, those self-checkout machines, you could actually have teenagers that's fresh out of high school trying to make some money.
True.
Trying to figure it out.
In that case, okay.
But two, it's because the algorithm behind it can actually read your facial expressions. Laura, I will tell you, the very last time I used self-checkout, I was trying to scan, I can't remember the item, but I was trying to scan something, and the actual barcode wasn't scanning. So I had flipped the box a couple different ways to try to scan it.
Don't you hate that when you get a box or something, whatever you're trying to buy, and they got like 8 different barcodes?
Bro, shout out to the people that messed up on the barcodes, dog. Because I hate that junk. But
Flipping that bitch off.
you flipping it all, man. I used to work at UPS, so
Yeah.
I know how barcodes are supposed to read.
Beep. Scan that bitch, you go.
Man, the last time I was at Walmart, I'm at self checkout. I flipped the box a couple times. Next thing you know, I got a Walmart associate asking me, "Is everything okay?" Cause the doggone self checkout camera done read my facial expression and saw that I was confused.
Damn. Now that's deep.
Bro. Man, speaking of which, like, again, foresight is taking jobs away from actual human beings. Like, there's
Did they ever start putting out like the little machines that flip the burgers? You know what I'm saying? I remember that was a big thing.
I've seen those. I think those are still in the testing phase.
Yeah.
And if it's not in the testing phase, it ain't got hit yet. But what has hit over here is Hot Pot off of out Orange Park. It's a little. I want to be politically correct, but it's like a hibachi wasabi type situation.
It's about the thing where like you sit down and the motherfucking food just go around in a circle.
No, not those, not that particular one. But
you got a little smile on your face up on that.
Hey man, again, I'm not fat. I'm just fluff.
Yeah.
So this particular restaurant out Orange Park, what they do is they have a kiosk that you can order your food from. Just like Chili's and Applebee's, they got the little kiosk or whatever. So you put your food order in. I'm thinking, my homeboy was thinking that it's supposed to be a person bringing your food out. It ain't a person bringing your food out. It's a machine that knows where your table is located, has the food on the actual machine, has like 3 tiers.
Yeah.
And brings the food out to your table.
Wait, do you have to tip this when it's time to leave? Do y'all have to pay extra for this, or is it the same price? That is where the problem gonna come in at.
So I don't know. Logically thinking, I would think it would be the same price because you don't actually have a person that has a split tips.
But you gotta on the back end still pay for that robot.
I would think
the maintenance. So it might be built in there.
I would think that the prices would actually have it built in to where you don't have a separate line item for it. Okay. Because you know us. You know us. What's this? What's a servicing fee? Mm-hmm. You get the right black person in there, they flipping everything over.
They ain't gonna pay the robot. Then the robot gonna knock somebody out or some shit.
And man, I heard a Walmart manager say like the self checkouts are better because of the simple fact that you don't have to deal with somebody's life and life happening.
You ain't gotta worry about nobody being late. They gonna always be there.
Calling out. All you gotta do is pay the maintenance man to come and maintenance the machines every year, every 6 months.
Yeah, right. That expensive ass battery though.
Exactly. Shout out to the maintenance man that's getting the grip.
Shout out to the robots that's riding around here, man. Bring people food.
Yeah.
Hot on time. No feed, no talk back. You know what I mean?
No talk back. You ain't got to worry about them getting sidetracked. None of that.
Spitting in your food, none of that.
Come on. The only thing you got to worry about is the cook in the back.
And you got to worry about no tip.
Exactly. So,
back to what we were talking about earlier. If old boy would have took the whole 18 girls to that restaurant, he could have saved a little money. He probably could have afforded that shit.
Hey, I'm not saying OG couldn't afford it, but that's just a little tough, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't know, 18 people, dog.
That's a lot, man.
If you're gonna do that, you might as well just buffet or cater the room. If you cater the room, you'll probably come out easier.
Yeah, you'll definitely come out better. What who you been listening to, man? Who you got on your Rolodex right now as far as music?
Man, I'm an eccentric eclectic type person when it comes to music. Yeah. I listen to any and everything. But right now, heavy rotation, I'll say I got Eric Bellinger. He's an R&B dude. I got Chris Brown new album.
I still didn't listen to Chris Brown. That bit. Do you got like 20 songs on it? How many?
I think he got like 24 songs on this one.
Cause he be dropping the whole movies, man.
So yeah, he got some heat on there. What I will say is it's not a album full of bangers like his first record.
Yeah.
But it's like no skips.
The last like what Chris Brown album I listened to was the one he did with Young Thug. Or that joint album they did.
Yeah.
That bit was jumping.
Yeah. That definitely, especially when you got two entrepreneurial minds that can go anywhere. Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, them, who else? I just had somebody else album.
Man, I've been listening to Seti just dropped a new album.
For real?
Yeah, man. Seti Hendrix.
Okay. Man, I've heard of Seti Hendrix because of course we in the city.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest, I've been asleep.
Yeah, you definitely gotta get up on Seti. I listened to it, man. I'm stuck on two songs. I'm still stuck on the first two songs. I ain't even be able to get to the rest of the song. I listened to them a little bit, but I'm like still stuck. You know how you hear something and you got certain ones on repeat?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now.
And the crazy part about it is that Seti Hendrix, I went to school with HD. I don't know what I don't want to give his government, but HD they be with him all the time. So it's crazy that you mentioned that.
Yeah, man. Both of them boys in the A, man.
Yeah,
doing
man.
Thing.
They're making moves, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Shoot, shout out to them boys, Seti Hendrix and HD. I'm sorry, bro, if I got your name wrong, but I ain't want to give you government. So
yeah, man. Shout out to Generation Now and Seti and DJ Drama, all them boys, man.
Shout out to Lil Papa,
man. I still haven't had a chance to listen to that new CMG album yet. Man, that just dropped too.
Man, I'm kind of sprinkling it into my music, dog. But
yeah, you eclectic. What you doing listening to that, man?
Bro, like when I tell you, I listen to everything from Case back in the day to Maya to 7th Streeter to
System of a Down.
Yeah, to Justin Timberlake to The Weeknd to Sam Smith to I think I said Maya already, but Maya, when I say Maya, it's not Love Is Like Whoa Maya. She got some new electronic like fist pumping
no
music. Yes, dog.
I ain't know Monica was on that wave. So she on that wave that Drake and Beyonce
not
on.
Monica.
I said Maya.
You just said Monica, dog. Go back and listen.
I said Monica. Oh shit. Hey, my bad.
Shout out to Monica.
Shout out to Monica. She on my mind.
Come on.
You know what I mean? But I know damn well Monica ain't bring that type of music out. But Maya is on that wave. She on that Drake, Beyonce wave right now. The house music.
That house music.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it is that everybody else in the country been asleep because the DMV area, they've been on it heavy. House music, go-go music, the whole nine.
That's their wave, though. That's what they do.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, that new Drake album was a little rough to get through the first time. But
yeah, you like it now?
It's growing on me. It's growing on me.
Look at you. Now they have stopped putting those memes out on TikTok. Yeah, but I start rocking with it.
Man, and shout out to the Dream for writing that "You Can't Break My Soul" for Beyonce.
That boy Dream, man, he getting all the money.
Yeah, but he can't do no verses.
I don't know, bro. You know, Dream this ain't his first time writing for Beyonce.
I know. Every time he write for her or they get together and collaborate, it go through the roof.
So that's what verses is about sometimes. Like if you write for people, he can play.
He can
play our songs.
True.
He got some. He done wrote for some people.
Yeah. Well, from a songwriter standpoint, I'll give you that.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. Well, that's how when they did verses, that's how they used to do it. Like they had songs they made or songs they featured on or wrote for.
And they still do it.
They still do it.
Shout out to the verses between Jonte Austin and Neo.
Okay.
Like
Neo, that boy a beast though.
Hey man.
That boy Neo a beast.
Correct. Shout out another person that's a beast that I didn't know. I knew he was a beast, but I really didn't do my research until a couple years ago. Tank.
Okay, yeah, Tank. He went on. I seen an interview with him. He behind the scenes, he a monster too.
Yeah, he said he the only one that's 100%er. 100%er is can write, play, sing, and perform.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm the same way too. Like, what should I do? I'm 100%er.
Come on, come on, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never heard of that, and I ain't know that was like a thing.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy. I think that's the best way to be, because
So I just did when I was sitting down talking to the boss goats.
Shout out Boss Goats.
They was saying like, it's good to be by yourself, but a team way better, which I agree.
Well, when I say I feel like everybody should be 100%, because at the end of the day, you got to be able to stand on your own 2 feet.
Okay.
So
and you gotta be able to talk to like, hey, this is how you do this and that. Like you gotta be able to know what you're talking about.
And again, like with the Boss Goats, they're building a network and a community. So each one of them can stand on their own.
True.
And so that's why I say it's great to be 100%.
But together.
Yes, we can move the boundaries further. But again, like just being on your own 2 feet, because at the end of the day, if that network for some unforeseen reason falls apart, now if you're not standing on your own 2 feet, now you back at square one.
True.
You standing on your own 2 feet.
But the way they you know what I'm saying, they moving, they can still, fall down, come back together, put it back together.
Facts, man. It's good to have a community, man. I think that's one of the things that we miss as a foundation, as a culture.
Okay.
Like the community, like from a family standpoint, like somebody in your family that do tattoos, somebody in your family that's good with computers, somebody that's good with money.
Yeah.
But because of the simple fact that us as a people, and I'm speaking African American Black people, that our pride's getting in the way.
Yeah, we can't come together and work together. We got all the shit.
And we think we can't lay those egos and those pride to the side for the common goal. And I think that if we get back to that, and the government knows that if we get back to that, we be unstoppable, because that's the reason why they have certain avenues in place.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah. Shout out to the government.
Shout out to the government, man. Y'all doing some things like that. Y'all got child support jumping. Y'all got COVID still jumping.
Y'all got COVID jumping. Y'all got monkeypox jumping.
That monkeypox though, something serious.
Hey, man.
It's worse than COVID look like.
I seen a dude.
And these are all jokes, by the way, government. Don't come.
This ain't nothing serious. You come for me.
I gotta put that disclaimer out there, because
you come for me. The only thing you getting is a doggone Mercedes-Benz play car that my daughter got for one of her birthdays.
If you know, you know. That's why I had to say it.
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, come to my door. I'm gonna open the door with some tea and some orange juice. Come on in. We can talk. Go pull my taxes. I'm good.
He said, go pull them. Hey man, them. They gon' every penny. Well, what about the time?
What about the time you did comedy over at XYZ and you didn't report that? That's because I ain't make no money.
They gonna hit you with that, man. What they gonna do like what did Wesley Snipes?
Oh man!
Once you get up there, it's like, bro.
Hey, Wesley knew what he was doing.
You think so,
bro? Wesley Snipes, unless he just had wrong people managing his money.
But that'd be the problem though. You got so much money, bro, that you can't keep up with it, and then you pay these people to take care of your money, and they steal from you. And you think you paying the bills, but you're not.
True, but that's why you gotta that community, that circle. You gotta have people in place that you trust, and not necessarily people that the industry put in your face.
Okay. So you need to be like LeBron James.
Yeah.
Bring your family along.
The A1 day ones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, for me, when I blow, same people.
If you blow, when?
That when I blow, the same people I've been kicking it with since 2010 gonna be the same people that's around me.
Facts. Shooting with you in the gym.
Hey man, shoot again. Back to the. That's why we not paying for 18 people to go to a birthday dinner, because everybody that was shooting with me in the gym know that if it's a situation like that, hey man. It's been times where I done paid for a meal, they done paid for a meal. We good.
Yeah, I mean that's 1 or 2 people, maybe 3, but not 18.
Not 18, dog.
Shit.
Man, you gotta have your A1 day ones, man.
For sure. Cause
you don't have them, you'll get raped out here in this game.
So I know one of the questions you asked, you was like, why the podcast? You know what I'm saying? And a little bit I'm still figuring out a lot of it, but of course, for the main reasons, I think I have some answers on why.
I feel like you really got something to say, and like you're great behind the camera.
Yeah.
Don't get that twisted. But I really feel like you got something to say, and so that's why I just want we want to keep that in the forefront of our mind. Just get that different perspective.
True. Yeah, it's like you're right. But I got you in here too, like great co-host, great team player. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
funny guy.
Hey, I try to get in where I fit
into it.
I try to get in where I fit in, man, and I really appreciate the fact that you called.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will hit you with that industry talk. Yeah, we're gonna link up, we're gonna do some work, and I take everybody for face value.
Yeah.
Until I see otherwise.
That's a good word.
Otherwise, guys, come on.
Yeah, until I see otherwise.
Cause man, when you show me otherwise, then I gotta move accordingly.
So you still get that, like in the comedy world, you still get the hey, we gon'.
Hey man, you be surprised. There's I'm gonna put it out there. It's you and my dog Miller.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Real Nigga RNS podcast, Real Nigga Shit podcast.
Shout out to my boy Miller, man.
Y'all
the real Miller.
The real Miller. That when I tell y'all two have been the most solid people. There's some other people that's been solid. Don't get me wrong, but y'all have been the most solid when it came to we gonna work, we gonna do this, like for real.
Yeah.
Like, and I really just want to give you your flowers and let you know I appreciate that, man.
Appreciate it. No problem, man. What's Queen Pen? What's the people who shot that? You know, they put you on too.
Oh, Jen and
shout out to
Jen X. That's what she go by.
Yeah.
MDS Entertainment. That's a company.
Mm-hmm.
Tasha and them over there. Shout out to all of them. Gave a big head nigga a shot to be in a movie.
Yeah,
shout out Baker's Union. Until I get in another one, I'm shouting it out every time.
It's gonna be a 2?
Well, from what I hear, it's already wrote. From what I hear, but hey, man, I don't know. It's all about timing and placement.
You think your character be able to come back on? Like,
I would hope so, or they flip it to where I don't have to be the Braxton Hartnebrig Carlton type guy. I can come back in some regular clothes, be a little smooth little criminal in that bitch.
nigga done flip.
Hey man,
whole new person now.
Shoot, matter of fact, I might have to pitch that to Jen.
You got fired.
Yeah,
you was real stickler.
Come on, I was too much of a stick in the mud, and then I get fired, and then I get a little.
Yeah, see?
Come on.
I already know, man.
Hey, man. Jen, I'm going to hit you up.
Well, yeah, man. So, like I was saying, it's a lot of reasons why I'm doing the podcast or why I even started, but one of them for sure is I wouldn't say I got something to say because I'm not really like a big talker, to be honest. Like, I don't really like to talk. I don't really like to be in front of the camera.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I know it ain't really too much of, I got something to say, but that ain't why.
Okay.
I'm here,
So why?
Shit, 'cause other people got something to say. I think people should hear it.
I feel like with them other people having something to say, that conversation and you adding your perspective and me adding my perspective, it kind of moves the conversation forward, pushes them lines.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Man, and I'm going to tell you, the first interview of yours I saw was you interviewed OG Nah Ross. He hate when I call him OG. He said he not old, just call him G.
Yeah.
But you interviewed Nah Ross. Shout out to Nah Ross.
Shout out to Nah Ross, man.
And it was epic, dog.
Yeah. Like, which one? Because we did him. I interviewed him twice. So when we first started the podcast, when it was like the podcast, I interviewed him, and then I flipped it to like more of the interview setting. Yeah. So which one you saw, the podcast?
Both.
Damn, that's crazy.
And so because of the simple fact that I knew the lane I wanted to get in, but I didn't know how to get into that lane. Like I watched Nard, and matter of fact, scratch it. Let me take it back. Shout out to Shay Clemens, OG Shay Clemens.
Yes, sir.
Because he was the first person that I reached out to because they had commentary back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, so how do I get into this comedy game? And he was like, just get on stage.
So you went on with nothing written.
Bro, like, the first time I got on stage, I had this whole, I'm not going to lie to you. The jokes I had wrote out was like stories.
Yeah.
And stories don't necessarily work when you got 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
And so
you gotta be shortened up.
You gotta shorten them up, get to the punchline.
Okay, get to the point.
And so,
not to cut you off, but how the hell do you know how to make punchlines?
So,
like, what did you learn that part? Because I feel like when people say, yeah, you gotta make comedy, you gotta write comedy, but like, how do you even know? Because there's no school you can go to learn how to write punchlines.
So, technically, there's no school that you can go to know how to write punchlines, but there are classes and books from people that have done it over time.
Okay.
But
they're not giving you the whole game. They just they trying to milk the fucking books to get sold.
Hey man, what I will tell you is that from a comedy standpoint, and any aspiring comedians, young comedians like myself that are coming up, it's this book called The New Comedy Bible that was really instrumental in getting me knowing how to get to the punchline.
Okay.
Or get to the funny part.
Okay.
So like when I reached out to Shay, like I was saying, I reached out to him and I was like, how do I do this?
Yeah.
And so he was like, just get on stage and be funny. Get on stage. And he really didn't tell me how to get on stage or ask me what I get wrote up or let me see your set.
Yeah.
None of that. He just said, get on stage. And so he had made his transition to the DMV area. When I reached out to him, he told me to reach out to Nod.
Wow.
And so it's crazy how life worked because I had already watched the interviews with Nod.
Full circle.
And then I was thinking that not like when you see somebody on social media that's gone viral before, you be like, man, I don't know how to approach them. And I don't want to be on no
green shit.
Green, no lame nigga, or like, yeah. And so I didn't know how to do it. So because of the simple fact that I seen Shay actually doing stand up versus going viral.
Yeah.
And like all them back in the day, they had this group called the Buffet Boys. That's how long ago I've been following y'all.
Back.
Yeah. So
shit, man, that's way back.
So yeah, man. So I reached out. Shay told me to get in contact with Nard, but I was kind of nervous to reach out because this nigga done been viral. Everybody in Jacksonville know who he is, and I ain't want to be like, hey man, how I do this shit. And
so
like,
how did you approach him?
Bro, I just I messaged him because he had his night Tripping Thursdays, and I had been going to Tripping Thursdays for a while, just watching and seeing the different comedians or whatever.
Yeah.
And so next thing you know, I was like, hey man, can I get some stage time? He was like, yeah. And so from there, he was the only person to let me get on stage.
Yeah.
And
so he kind of opened door for you, like I thought old boy did.
Yeah. So and then crazy thing is, my first time getting on stage, Jen from the movie Baker's Union is in the building.
That's crazy.
First time getting on stage. And then they had the casting call, I think maybe a week later.
Damn, your shit been going. Like, you been right place, right time, every time. Hey,
man, it's not me. It's God.
I went to Real Miller show. Well, I went to his podcast, and you was there.
Yeah.
Met you there.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Man, shoot. It's like...
It's been on ever since, though.
Man, my first time getting on stage, like I was telling you, was February 2018.
Yeah.
Right before Corona hit. It shut everything down. Because I got on stage February. March is when they shut everything down. 2019, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my dates wrong, but essentially.
You know what time it is. Everybody know the Corona.
Exactly. I got on stage before the world shut down. And so from there, I was home for a year and a half, dog.
Damn.
Couldn't do nothing.
So were you reading and writing in jokes then?
Was still trying to figure it out. Like, to this day, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not saying that I'm like not funny. Yeah. But like
you sharpening.
I'm sharpening the tool. I'm in the gym. I'm shooting in the gym right now.
Hey man. Shooting in the gym, that shit's something serious.
It's like that interview you sent me the other day with Damon Wayans. You not funny till you funny.
Yeah.
So,
hey man, I gotta go back and watch that because that was a good interview.
Yeah.
Like he dropped a lot of jewels and like I ain't a comedian, but it still makes sense to what I got going.
It applies.
Yeah.
Shoot, man.
A bit universal.
Man, shoot. And it's just, again, it's crazy because, like, every time I've reached out to Nard, it's like, he's an open book.
Yeah.
And me being nervous, it took me a year and a half to even try to DM this man.
A year and a fucking half? It took me to just write, give me 15 minutes.
Give me some time. Give me some stage time. Because, like, I'm the type of dude that's big on, like, energy. Mm-hmm. And because you can't feel energy in a text message, I ain't wanted to come off as me trying to be a green nigga or a lame nigga.
You can write some shit and it's gonna come across how I come across, cause it ain't, like you said, you can't see body language, you can't hear the inflection in the voice. So it's like,
and that's with that. That's the reason why in relationships, if we not talking face to face,
can't text
or on like FaceTime or on the phone.
Yeah,
I'm not having that conversation.
That's another topic for another episode.
Hey man. We gonna get for that episode. We gonna get a female perspective.
Oh yeah, we need a female perspective, man. We gotta. Who you think we should? We gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that.
I got a couple names, but
yeah.
Hey, just know if you get a comment on your page, because I'm not doing DMs because I'm married. I don't want it to come across crazy.
Yeah, I'm on the same page.
Yeah, if you get a comment on your page or under your pictures, hey, we need to do some work. I really mean it. We talking about the other wise guys.
Yes, sir. Shit, I think we can end it up, man. This will be this our first like actual shoot of the podcast. First episode of this sitting down talking. Y'all gonna have a lot more.
Okay, I'm all about my money. I ain't got no time for nothing else. Safe to say, I'ma get this cho into my last breath, no handout. When I here and got it by my damn self. Remember I was broke, I told my brother all I want was what my jet off in the kitchen. Best believe he cook it like a chef. Stay down till you get it and I stack my money tall as shelf. Please don't come up short up on my money, I am not a elf. Show up at your house with them choppers like Mike J, I be there. Serious when it come to my money, boy, I don't play no games. Tax him 35 for the pound because he was a lame. Gotta be quick on your feet, cause it's a dirty game. Lost my cousin Floyd this year. This shit ain't business.